One of the most awesome features about Doobly.com is the Doobly.com Toolbar, the ultimate Doobly toolbar. I mean, this thing is really amazing. Let me tell you some of the benefits of the toolbar real quick. It's going to do a couple of things for you. Number one is it's going to ensure that you always receive your benefits and your cash back, whether you have gone to Doobly.com and actually physically logged in or not. So let's talk about the Doobly toolbar, and I'm going to show you right now where to find it, how to download it, how to install it, and then the benefits of it. So if you go to Doobly.com and you log in to Doobly.com and you go to My Account, you're going to see right here in the center this nice little banner that says the Ultimate Doobly Toolbar. Now, I've taken the luxury of uninstalling the Doobly Toolbar off of Chrome so I can reinstall it for you here on this training and show you exactly how to do it. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on Doobly Toolbar, and that's going to take you to the next screen, and it's going to show you the Doobly toolbars that are available. Well, the one that I want to download is Chrome because I'm going to install it on Chrome. So I'm going to click Download. Now, I'm on a Mac computer, and I don't know all of the steps click by click for a Windows computer, but I'm sure if you're familiar with Windows, I can show you what I did here on the Mac, and it will make sense to you, okay? So I downloaded it, and it came here into my downloads folder, and it's right here, Doobly Toolbar version 130 TAC 2, okay? Right here in my downloads is where I found it. So it dropped it into my downloads folder on my computer, and now I can turn around and install that into Chrome. So what you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to go ahead and open up your Chrome browser. Okay, so I open up a new Chrome browser window, and this is it right here, as you can see. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Chrome settings. So the settings are actually in the File menu. You know how up here at the top, right above on a Windows computer, says File, Edit, View, History, Bookmarks, all that stuff, like those little, up there. If you go to Chrome settings or preferences, what you see is this. When you open up Chrome preferences from the little menu up here at the top under File, it'll open up this. And you come here to where it says Extensions, and you click on Extensions. And it's going to show you what extensions are installed and which extensions are not. So for me right now, Hangouts is the only extension that's installed. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here to my downloads, and I'm going to grab this Doobly toolbar, and I'm going to drag it, and I'm going to drop it right here in this extensions window. Just drop it off. And it's going to ask me, do I want to add the Doobly toolbar? And I'm going to select yes, I want to do that. I want to add the Doobly toolbar. Now when I do that, you'll see it now installed in extensions. It says Doobly toolbar. It's enabled. Up here it says Doobly toolbar has been added to Chrome, and you can see the little button on the right. So I'm going to click that button now. And the first thing it's probably going to ask me to do is to read the EULA. Okay, so I'm going to close this extensions window here. I'm officially installed now. This is, by the way, the old version of TTG training. It's still up here on my browser, right? So I'm going to click the little Doobly icon up here in the upper right-hand corner now. That's the button that represents the toolbar installed on my browser. Okay? And what I'm going to do is the first thing I'm just going to go to Google. And I'm going to see if this thing's working. And by the way, this training is going to show you guys sometimes some of the troubleshooting that we have to do in order to get it working. Okay? Now you saw right there it said, welcome to the Doobly toolbar, read the EULA. So I'm going to click on that. The first time you're going to use the toolbar, you're going to need to read the EULA, so I'm going to accept it. Okay? And now it says, thank you, you can start browsing for cashback now. So what I'm going to do now, if you look up here at the Doobly, you'll see it's got a little red circle with a line through it. That means the toolbar is not activated. It's not working right now. So I'm going to click on that. Oh, and it tells me I got to read the EULA again. See, sometimes it's going to act a little bit funny like that. And you just have to play with it a little bit occasionally, okay? And by the way, the company is aware of this. They've got the top minds from Microsoft, from Bing, that are working on making the toolbar absolutely perfect. It's a pretty doggone good product right now, but they're working on making it absolutely perfect, okay? So then what we're going to do is we're going to just go to the Google search window, and we're going to type in shoes, I don't know, something. and we're going to see if it's actually working. Okay? Now, the first time you install the toolbar, it may not just miraculously pop up like this. You may have to play with it a little bit. You may have to fiddle around with it a little bit to get it working. So, like, for example, mine right now is not working. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shut that down. I'm going to shut Safari down, and I'm just going to shut Safari all the way off, as a matter of fact. I'm just going to quit Safari altogether, okay? And I'm going to shut down Chrome altogether. Okay, and then I'm going to open up a new Chrome window, all brand new. Okay, brand new stuff. And I'm going to see if I can get it working again. Okay, see if I can get it working. So you may have to do this. Once you've installed the toolbar, you may have to shut the browser down and reopen the browser again, right? That kind of resets. It's like the Control-Alt-Delete on a computer. You know, anytime you install new software on a computer, you have to usually shut the computer down and restart it. This is kind of the same idea. So you're going to come over here, you're going to click on this little button here, and we're going to see what it says. Oh, it wants me to read the EULA again. Okay, no problem. What you need to understand is once you get this working now, once you get the toolbar actually set up, after that it works seamlessly. So let's go to Google and see how we're doing. So this is Google. And we're just going to click on that and go right to Google. Now it's asking me, since I've already read the EULA, it's asking me for my username and password, which makes perfect sense. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and punch all this in. I'm going to get logged in. Now it gives me the check mark. It says I'm all logged in. I go, okay, great, thank you. That disappears entirely on its own. And now I'm going to put in shoes, just like we did before. And now what you're going to see, keeping my fingers crossed, hey, there it is. You're going to see the Doobly search results start to pop up in the browser now when you do a search for shoes. So you can see that Aldo Shoes is 12.5% cash back. Shoe Dazzle is 9.2% cash back. There was just one just up at the top there that I missed a second ago. There it is. DSW now is 10.5% cash back. So the Doobly Toolbar search results are now showing up in the search. So let's say that I wanted to go to DSW. I'm just going to click on Go to Store so I can get my 10.5% cash back. And what we should see now that I'm at DSW is at the top of the browser, a little window thing will pop open. I'm going to click on Activate Cash Back. Should give me a check mark to let me know that I'm good to go. And one additional thing that you're going to see here, and it's something that you always want to check for, is that where that little red circle was with a line through it earlier, now is a green circle with a plus sign. And what that tells you is that the Doobly Toolbar is communicating now between the website and Doobly.com. So I can feel comfortable as a customer now knowing that when I go in and I do my shopping and I get my Nike shoes and whatever else, then I'm going to get my cash back every single time. So now that the toolbar is installed and it's working, it is mindless for me now. I can jump on my browser anytime I want. I don't even have to go to Google. I can just come here and type in Best Buy, click on that right there in the address bar. It brings up the Google searches. I can go right to bestbuy.com, and even if I wasn't thinking about Doobly, hadn't thought about Doobly in months, I just jumped on and was going to go to Best Buy. Lo and behold, it's going to pop up and say, hey, don't forget to activate your cash back. I'll just click the button because who wouldn't want to get 7% cash back? I got the green plus sign, and now I'm earning cash back at Best Buy. Even if I went as far as to avoid Google altogether, and I just opened up my Chrome browser one day and said, hey, I want to go to roadrunnersports.com and get some shoes, and I didn't even put in Google. I just punched in Roadrunner Sports and left it at that. Well, what's going to happen is the little bar is going to pop up at the top and say, hey, you're a Doobly.com subscriber. You're going to get cash back. Why don't you go ahead and activate that cash back? And I'm going to go, heck yeah. Why wouldn't I want to get cash back on my new Mizuno running shoes? And there's my check mark, and there's my green plus sign, and now we're cooking with oil.